England's fans, but returned to the UK just 3 months following that UK club challenge.
Oh, God, there's so many new wackadoos. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know what we do, I'm Wilko. This is Courts. We've been friends for over 35 years. 35 long, glorious years.
God, when's it going to wrap up? That is the
soon, mate. Soon, mate. We're done with this friendship real soon. I reckon we should have like a blow up at my 40th.
Oh, that'd be fun. That's only a
Yes.
week away.
Yeah. So I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe I'll start saying, I'm going to start sending you really mean text messages and see what sticks. So if you don't know, we love pop culture. We love topical stuff, like anything that's in the news that's really tickling our fancy. And something there's been a few stories that we've been talking about. Like, there was one that a couple of weeks ago that caused us like, I really want to talk about this journalist attacking this cameraman. And then we were like, no, we have to do something else because something else was more important. So I got pushed down the list. And now today, it's perfect for us. There is another correspondent for Channel 9 here. Oh, the great Channel 9 network here in Australia. I bow down to them. And they've obviously got the rights here in Australia for the Winter Olympics.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
They're in Italy. We've talked about it before. There was that guy who was not bisexual. Wait, he was
the cheater.
He was he was the biathlon.
The
He was a
biathlete.
biathlete. Yeah, there you go. He was a biathlete, not bisexual.
Yeah.
And he confessed to cheating.
Well, we don't know.
And we do follow up to that. She said no thanks, by the way.
Oh, good.
She said
Good
no
girl.
thanks. There was a follow-up.
Girl, good on you, honey.
Good on you. Anyway, there's a Channel 9 sports reporter, and she's a rugby league host. Her name is Danica Mason, and she appeared on morning television, and she's just an Aussie doing a cross from Italy, and she's just struggling. She's just struggling a little bit to do the cross. And we've all been there, haven't we? On broadcast media, and just a little bit shit-faced. Haven't we?
A little bit shit-faced.
Just a little
That's
bit.
an oxymoron.
Just a little bit shit-faced. So here the Today Show in Australia is on the 9 network, and Mason was speaking to Stefanovic and Jane as a party. If you know Karl, we'll speak about him in a minute. He's certainly been a little bit shit-faced on network television before. She kept losing her train of thought, and I thought we should watch Danica in all of her glory together, Court. Shall we?
Absolutely.
Price of coffee over here is actually fine. It's more the price of coffee in the US that we are going to have to get used to. I'm not sure about the iguanas. Where are we going with that one? But anyway, let's get into today's spot because there is plenty happening back home. We're going to start off with some actual Brisbane Broncos gearing from actually their trip to the US, the UK rather, because Reece Walsh has stolen the show. He, of course, did that in the last year's Ashes series, crowning for 4 tries and claiming England's fans, but returned to the UK just 3 months following that UK club challenge.
She's just a little bit shit-faced. She's just a little bit shit-faced, and she's doing a cross, and she's holding a giant mobile phone, and she's got all of her little words on there. That's probably just fucking gibberish at this stage, and she's had it. Now, here's my defense for Danica Mason. It's hard to talk when your mouth is cold. I just want to point that out.
It's
Really hard to talk. We've done live broadcasts before, and we used to live in Canberra. And, well, one of us is still stuck there. We used to live one of us still lives in Canberra, but we used to do radio shows from there. And when they drag us out breakfast radio in the middle of fucking, -4, it's really hard to move your mouth. So I will say that that's against Danica. What's also working against Danica is the 50 bourbon and Coke she had before she went live.
Do you reckon she's a bourbon and Coke girl?
I don't know. She loves the league.
She's the
She loves rugby
NRL
league.
sports.
Yeah.
She's a rugby gal. She's probably smacking a bourbon on Coke.
And why wouldn't you just get a little bit of bourbon in you just to warm you up? Just a little
warm
nip.
you from the
Little nip.
inside. It makes you inside all nice and warm.
Here's what I want to know from Danica. Danica, it's fine. I'm sure. Look, you're fine. people, we as Australians, we laugh at this. You're not going to get fired for this. This is actually really Australian behaviour. You didn't say anything bad. You didn't call anyone a C-bomb. It's fine. Whereas my question for Danica is, did you go to bed and then get up to do the cross, obviously with the time difference? Or did you just never go to bed at all and push on through like I did after hosting a grand final party for the radio show where the local team won? It was the Central Coast Mariners at the time. I'll say it. And my co-host and I at the time at this grand final party, we got a little bit carried away. So we kept drinking. And then it just got to a stage where we were like, it's 1 now. It's 1 a.m. We've got to get up at 3. We might as well just keep going.
Yeah.
And then just go straight to the radio station.
Yeah.
Because I think
a choice.
Even though it's a risk and also highly illegal to be intoxicated on radio, it's against codes of broadcast. I think it's better to be a little bit buzzed than hungover. Better show. Better show. Think about the listeners.
Yeah, see, I've been in that situation also where you push through the night and then do the brekkie show. I think being hungover's better. At least getting just a couple of hours shut eye.
No.
And then just getting up and pushing through and having like a zinger burger for breakfast. And I disagree. I think Danica, she probably should have had a nap. But do we know like what time? Because maybe it was just a wine with dinner and then the broadcast.
Nah. I don't know. Can you have a look at the time difference between Italy and here in Australia? Because let's say that cross is at 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't think she's just had one wine. Maybe she's not a drinker and she did just have one wine and it's gone straight to her head, or maybe she's mixed it with a Xanax or two. Who knows?
Well, okay, so Sydney is currently 10 hours ahead of Italy. So if the cross was 6:30 a.m. our time. So then like if we go at 6:30 p.m. so 8:30 p.m.
Okay, so so it's like it's not late though, but maybe
but did you see she came out and spoke?
No, I haven't seen her response.
She has come out and responded. She's she is what a legend. She has taken full responsibility, unlike her friend Karl Stefanovic, who I'm not sure if he ever did take full responsibility.
I think he did. I think he has not taken responsibility, but I think he has said it now.
Okay. But at the time he didn't.
No, because his job was on the line and it was a different time. I think it was like, because previously there's no host openly a little bit shit-faced on the air on breakfast television in Australia. That's not.
They would have been. They just wouldn't have been openly. There was definitely hosts, hosts of Ghosts Past, Ghosts of Hosts Past. They absolutely would have been shit-faced back in the day, but they would have just like, shoo, 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 shoo. Keep it quiet.
I'm going to tell you a story about play school.
A shit-faced play school host. No, but that's pre-recorded.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. So, play school, I've had a couple of my friends have ended up in play school, right? And
which, side note, weirdly is like an actor's dream, right?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's so and it's really hard to get. It's a really hard gig to get, and is play school a thing worldwide? Here in Australia, it's a kids show. And it's like 20 or 30 minutes straight of like arts and crafts, songs, puppets, and bears. Big Ted, Jemima, the windows. You know what I mean? Look through the square window, round window. I'm assuming play school is like there's a different version in every country. I'm assuming. Anyway, I find there was one of my favorite hosts of all time when I was growing up, and a friend of mine who's a little bit older. We worked in the same industry. And I'm really narrowing it down too much. And he said to me, oh, you really liked that host? And I said, yeah, like they were my favorite. I'm trying not to give away who it is. I think they're gone now. I think it's fine. And
Like they're dead, or they're just not on.
yeah,
the
I think
show
they're gone.
anymore?
I think they're like dead. And
Oh, okay.
and this might
Okay, I'm trying
this
to
might
think.
be why. And this particular friend of mine said, well, you know that this person, because they film it as live, right? So they film it all in one take.
Yeah, so it's
Each
not
little bit-
actually live, but
No.
they do it as if it's live. Yeah.
Yes. So they film it all in one take and they do all the songs and everything, and you've just got to keep pushing through. So if there's little mistakes or whatever, you just got to keep pushing through because it's just too hard. So apparently because not all the hosts separate and they do different things. They do stuff together and they do separate things. So when this one particular host didn't have the camera on them, God, I'm doing really well at not giving away pronouns. They are putting their hand under the desk where they were just previously making something and picking up their whiskey glass and just drinking, having a smoke, having a cigar. I mean, live your truth. I mean, isn't that just phenomenal? That's a kid show. And this host has just gone, all right, I've got about 2 minutes before I've got to make a fucking thing out of a toilet roll. I might as well just get a little bit shit-faced.
Yeah. They're
to-
just thinking, oh, you're going to do some toilet roll robots again. Fucking creative. I did that last week 6 times, you dickheads. Give me something else. What? Why don't we use some cotton balls for once? God damn it. Look at all this cardboard we could cut up. It's colourful.
We love the cardboard and we love a fucking, what is it, a bottle cleaner? Like the pipe cleaner things.
Yep. Oh, God. My house is covered in them at the moment. I had to cut one off a bloody drawer handle the other day. Anyway, well, that's a good tale of Play School Past. Thank you
and that's
for sharing.
fine. That's just on television on a kid's show and just being slightly under the influence. And I have no issues with that whatsoever because you're bringing joy to people. It's like me. I can be drunk on the internet and I have been many, many times. So it's fine. So
I've definitely
there's
been
also
drunk on stories.
there's always I do get texts from you saying, should I remove this? And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fun. Just leave it. It's fun. You do eventually remove it because you're too self-conscious. There's also been some footage that had surfaced of a Channel 7 news crew a couple of weeks ago. They were engaged in a furious spat while covering a major story. Inga Nielsen was storming out of a media conference after arguing with her cameraman, Finn Hawkins. It was, they say earlier this month, and that was a couple of weeks ago. So about 6 weeks ago now, which she is heard calling the cameraman a "see you next Tuesday." The incident unfolded in front of a huge media pack in Central West region of New South Wales. Checks out. And
Central West region of New South Wales. Do we think Dubbo?
I
Vegas?
don't know. It was Lake.
Oh, wait. Was it when the Elvis Parks Festival was on? It might have been
No. It's
coverage
actually
of
to
that.
cover a manhunt for that triple killer, Julian Ingram.
Okay. Right. So
And,
there was apparently audio for this, but I wasn't going to pay to get behind the paywall.
It was paywalled. It's fine. But I can read the transcript for you, and that'll be just as fun. Can you stop being such an asshole? That's to Finn. Otherwise, I'm literally going to leave. I'm like, why are you being such a see you next Tuesday? She didn't say see you next Tuesday. Then this is directly before she throws her water bottle to the ground and tells her colleague, fuck you, as she makes a dramatic exit. God, I love that stuff. I
have
love
a
it so
theory.
much. They were doing it.
They're fucking for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they are for sure having some sort of,
Yeah.
whether it's relationship, situationship, or they're just, friends with benefits.
They're on the road.
Yes. I know a girl who ended up with a cameraman. She was in front and he was behind. The camera.
Isn't that how it's always meant to be?
He filmed her.
I guess
while she did
could
her
be
job.
She can be in front easy, and he can be in front of her. He can be behind her.
Honestly,
He
she's
can be.
super
She can
fit.
be
She
on.
could
She
be
can be down like
anywhere.
this.
She
She-
could be in any spot on the camera, and she'd be working. She'd be doing a good job.
Good stuff.
And I just, as soon as I saw that news, I just thought for sure they're together, or they're, you know, trying. She wants to be with him and he doesn't, or vice versa. And she's cracked the shits with him, and she's just like, you're being such a C bomb.
There's an old adage in radio, and it is, if two hosts have been put together and they like each other to begin with, and I mean like they like each other for, let's say, a few years,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they really don't like each other,
Yeah.
they banged.
Yeah.
Do
you actually know of any though?
Do you think I'm going to be dumb enough to say that? Yes. Let's name them. Do you know the media industry is holding up the divorce lawyers.
Because
will
I
ruin
don't actually
every
know of
relationship.
anyone. Like I know that,
Oh.
right? But I never did anything with any of my co-hosts, and I
protesting a little
ended
bit
up
too much.
disliking one of them quite greatly. The others I'm friends with, so that's what we clearly didn't screw the crew there. But I didn't screw the crew, and I did end up hating this person.
But did
So
you
do
not
you
really
think
like
the
him to begin
rumour-
with? How long were you
Well,
together?
I thought
And
I
you've
did.
got-
I thought
no,
I
I don't think you ever did. I don't think you ever
No.
really did. I think people can be like hot and heavy to begin with and like, yeah, we just get on so well, and then they get on too well, and then they don't get on at all.
Okay.
You heard it
Off
here
air,
first.
you're going to have to tell me some names.
It's science. Oh, yep, sure. A Seven spokesperson in regards to this particular staffing matter, they said Seven do not comment on individual staffing matters. Oh, okay. Apparently, the pair have known to have worked well together in the past, but tensions may have flared in the lead up to their argument after they were forced to share a room while on location due to capacity issues in a small town.
Oh, you
So-
can't have a boy and a girl sharing a room, can
That's
you? Is
pretty
that a
shit
thing?
from the media. But no, here's the thing.
I mean, we shared a room when we went to the radio awards, but nothing is ever going to happen there.
Yeah. So but I mean, that shit happens. That shit, and think about, oh God, I can't say too much because then we're going to get into legal trouble. But remember, think about things that we've done in the past and maybe situations I've been trapped in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been trapped in, and then I would have to text you and say, can you please make some excuse to get me out of here? Because
yes.
I can't
Yeah,
be
yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
situation
yeah, yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
Because
We did
I
go away.
I'm scared to close my eyes at night.
Yeah, true.
Something's going to happen to me. And sure,
Yeah,
better it
true.
happened to me than the women on the crew. But
Well, no,
Still-
that's
I'm just saying, even though there was a lower likelihood of that happening, still. And every time I took a sip of my drink, I was like, do I feel woozy now? What's happening?
it was alcohol that he kept sipping. So yeah, he did feel woozy. By the way, cool bananas. They get him every time.
Stop giving away exactly where it was, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Well,
So-
there's cool bananas at other places.
That's
isn't
true.
there?
Yeah, maybe. So it all leads us to the king of being a little bit shit-faced on TV. His name is Karl Stefanovic. Shout out to big old, what do we call him? Karl? Does he have a nickname?
Carlos.
Carlos?
Carlos, I
Oh,
think they
great.
call him.
Shout out to fucking Carlos. He's got his own YouTube channel now.
He does.
He's followed us
a
to
big
YouTube.
old podcaster. Yeah.
God, and
he's
doesn't he
doing
have a
it.
hard on for everybody who's slightly moderate? God, I think he's had Pauline and Barnaby on his podcast. Big episodes.
He's going to run out soon, though.
No, I don't reckon he will. Cat is up. So he was on morning television. It was after the Logies. Now, people will say, if you're an international wackadoo and you're like, what are the Logies? It's our version of
Don't.
the Globes. It's our version of the Globes.
You can't.
It's
So shit compared to the Golden Globes. It's so shit.
It's our version of the Globes. It's certainly not our version of the Oscars. Okay, we have the ACTA Awards, which were previously the AFIs, and they are also budget. So,
But a
we're
little
smaller-
better.
Slightly
A little
better.
better than the Logies.
I think more because of like the class of people going to the AFI or ACTA Awards versus who's going to the Logies.
Yeah, true.
Every man and his fucking dog who's even like, if you were on TV for half a second, you'd probably got a seat at the Logies.
Have you been invited to the Logies?
No, there was one year that I was going to do some red carpet stuff, and then a friend of mine decided to get married. So I chose to be a good friend. But
Wow.
also, I don't want to do red carpet shit. Who wants? I did that at
No,
the. I did.
but I
did
just
red-
thought, as the voiceover for Channel 10,
No,
you would have been invited.
I did the voiceovers for the ARIA Awards one year, and that was enough for
yeah.
me. That's our music version. Again, that's our version
Yeah.
of the Grammys.
The Grammys. It's so like embarrassing to even try and claim
It's
that
so
it's
good.
our version of something.
You know what? It was so fine before we got the internet, and then when we got the internet, we started seeing all these other things so frequently, all these other award shows, and we were like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck are we doing?"
Ours is kind of
What is ours? But I remember the first time, even though obviously the internet had been around for a while, I saw, you know, when they started playing the US version of The Voice here in Australia, and I'd only ever seen the Australian version, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we are using Aldi cameras. Why is like, I swear to God, even the chairs weren't that good. You know what I mean? That they turn around. It was just, it's just always just a little bit shit, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Karl's on breakfast television. He's on the Today Show with his counterpart at the time, Lisa Wilkinson. They ended up hating each other. Does my theory hold true for breakfast television?
I've never thought about that. Do you reckon? No. Do you reckon?
I'm not saying anything. That's crazy for me to
But would it
suggest.
have been before Yasmin or like between Yasmin and the ex-wife? Oh,
Did
now
he
I'm
cheat
stuck
on his
that.
wife? Did he cheat on his wife, or he just separated from her and then he got a new girlfriend?
It seems like maybe there wasn't a great deal of time. And then
Right, there wasn't
maybe
time
was a bit of
between.
yeah,
Right. It was one of
and
those things of like, it's not
it
confirmed,
seems
but we
like-
can all.
And also the ex-wife, she's been pretty scathing about him in the media since, and it just makes me think, maybe it wasn't so great.
I get that you might fall out of love with someone and maybe you're not great together. It makes it seem like the wife was blindsided, and also like think about how much he was working and she was just like raising their children.
That was the thing
And-
that she was like real bent out of shape about. She
Right.
said, I was at that house because breakfast radio got to be up at 3 a.m. One of the parents has to
television's
be
even sooner
television,
because they have
sorry.
to do
Hair and makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're out of bed at ass crack of dawn
Yeah.
and not helping, and then you probably have events and stuff to go to afterwards. So you probably can't help with pickup. I don't know, but she was definitely upset by that aspect of it.
Yeah. Anyway, this is pre that. This is really going back into the vault. Do you want to have a look at what year this is? I can't quite remember. But when I play this to you, I'd love to know the year first, because when I play this to you and you, wackadoo, who's watching, I want you to then go, hang on, why does this footage look like it's from 1991? Because I swear it wasn't 1991.
Okay, yeah, it was. No, so it's 2009, and
Shut up.
earlier, 2009, and earlier we were wondering if he'd ever come clean. Apparently, he did in 2021. He talked to Andy Lee on the show The 100, and he confirmed he was still drunk.
Right. Okay. And that's when he's made all his money. Like, he doesn't care now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he doesn't
like,
care by then.
He knows that in a
It's
few years
whatever.
he's going to start a podcast and be able to talk to Pauline Hanson. I always called it Pauline Pants Down. It's not.
And
that
you
is
know
not
what?
her
You
name.
can call her Pauline Pants Down.
Yeah,
That's
call her.
fine. Everyone knows who that is.
Let's watch Carlos. And I have to say that I think that this is his best television moment. Are you looking at the Logies graphic already?
I'm looking at the Logies graphic there, and I'm just saying, yeah, that is budget.
How is this 2009?
Yeah, look at that graphic.
Look at it. Look at it.
Hello and welcome to you and a special edition of the Logies. It is 5:30, it is bright and it is very early.
Oh,
It's basically not long after the night before.
Oh,
It was a great night. It was a
okay.
fantastic night.
So Lisa has not slept today at 6:12, primped,
Today.
primed and proper. Which, how hard that was to say. All the Logies. Gosh, how good does Lisa Wilkinson look with zero sleep?
look, he's cracking onto
I applaud you
Oh,
and I
God.
salute you and
Oh, God,
I
they
praise
did.
you.
They
Do you?
I
They
do.
did.
That's very kind of you.
Look at you on the little
it.
monitor there.
Stop it. It's
I've got to say, he did hold himself a little better than Danica. He wasn't on he wasn't Danica level cold by the looks of things.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
based
yeah.
on that weather report, it's a little
Uh-huh.
bit warmer in the year.
Yeah.
But Danica, and she was by herself, so she didn't have someone to bounce
She has no
with.
bounce off.
and-
She can't, look at her co-host and then go, look at how good you look. Just fucking have a look in that. Have a look at her. Look, Lisa Wilkin had a look of sleep and she looks this good. Fucking Jesus. Get back up in the hotel room that we didn't use last night. I love when news things go wrong. I love morning television when it goes wrong. And Australia,
I'm asking something so on the fly here, okay?
Go
and
on,
you're probably
do
not
it.
going to be able to play it because you've got to download or whatever something. I don't know how the technological side of these things.
right, yep.
But what about the woman on the news? They always play it on Amy Poehler's podcast. The woman on the news, she goes,
He's gay.
this
who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. I mean, he's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
he's climbing a mountain.
That's good
God.
stuff.
Oh, sorry, that just
It's good
got
stuff.
me. That
It's
kills
good,
me.
good stuff. If there's
Anyway,
some new
Danica
shit that
has
really,
said sorry.
Yeah, okay. Danica said
She
sorry.
said
Karl,
She said
a
sorry.
decade
She
later,
said sorry. She didn't call anyone gay.
no, she didn't. She
She's
didn't call
just
anyone gay
said-
or blind.
She shouldn't have had a drink on an empty stomach before going to air.
Yeah, you should have,
And
Danica.
Karl and Jane said Mason is a hardworking legend. And she also said, I wanted to thank everyone who's reached out. I'm just a little bit embarrassed. I shouldn't have had a drink, especially in these conditions. It's cold. We've got altitude, and not having dinner probably didn't help as well. I mean, she got just a tiny little brag in there about not having dinner and being teensy tiny, and I love that for her.
But also, Danica, you are just celebrating Australia with the rule eating's cheating. And
Yes.
eating is cheating. I don't know where that started, but I remember all through my 20s, people, we before a night out, you'd go, should we get something to eat? And everyone would go, oh, eating's cheating.
Eating's cheating.
I don't know what it means, but it definitely means you cannot eat while you're drinking, specifically to just get drunk. Anyway, it's good stuff. If you have any links to phenomenal YouTube videos of news mishaps, we would love to see them and read them in the comments. So make sure you pop them below and let us know if you are a wackadoo. Keep looking around. Wilko Courts. There's plenty more to watch.